Yo, what is up, guys? Daddy is back, and before I get into my gameplay, I'm going to give you guys a quick roster update. Got a couple new cards and repositioned and whatever. And the first one you see there is we got the Team of the Week, Tony Romo. Now, he's overall the same as Peyton Manning. He's better in some areas, worse in others, especially in the accuracy department. But we'll have to see how he plays. From what I heard, as long as you're smart with the ball, Tony Romo will outperform almost all the quarterbacks except for like that Russell Wilson. We did complete the Will Beatty collection, so I'm using him right now. Might end up selling him depending on what he goes for. And got the Marquise Pouncey in here, who these dual style to complete that was a pain in the butt. It's a lot easier now. It's those 90 ones that were so hard, and especially that the coach is only going for I think $5,000 right now. You can pick them up on the auction house, which is great. I am rocking the Ryan Kerrigan at my left end and Alden Smith as my right, just because they are definitely more pass rushers than they are linebackers. Also switched out and put Cam Chancellor at my middle and Luke Kuechly at my left, just because I think having a safety over the middle is much better than having a legitimate linebacker out there. Do have the Calvin Johnson and the Devin Hester, so I'm going to maybe swap between them. I do kind of like just letting Calvin Johnson lurk back there at the free safety, letting him play the deep third just because of his height. He can challenge a lot of those deep balls that get down the seam that they throw to Gronk or they throw to Jimmy Graham or stuff like that. Those big time tight ends, as my opponent gets a nice return here. I think he's using Leon Washington, who is like a silver card, if that is who he's using. I don't know. I don't know many other 26s back there that I've seen back as a returner that has that style set that he has on him. But whatever. So coming here on defense, and my opponent is run heavy obviously right now. He's gonna do these play action plays where he dumps it off underneath. He'll have dual drags, and I'm guessing so that way the other guy has a blocker to get up the field, which isn't a bad concept. But when you run it all the time, it's fairly easy to stop, especially if you can get any pressure on him. Here, I thought I had this, but it doesn't matter. Cam Chancellor knocks the ball out, thank God. My opponent was going to come out in a fake punt, and I had a feeling he was going to do it. He was running hurry up already. He was, he was just running that cheese, so I kind of was expecting it. So he had to call a timeout, and then he's forced to punt it to me. So that's fine. Now on offense, we have changed, and we're going with the Niners playbook. I did run that pretty much the whole time in Madden 25 in the beginning of the year, and then I kind of started changing it up. I kind of want to see what other playbooks are out there, because the Niners playbook is great, and it's not great for things like this. When you try and force the ball in here, definitely should have dumped it off to A underneath and just picked up whatever yards I could have gotten. But, I had to be greedy and try and get the ball down the field. It was like one of those predetermined, I'm going to throw it to this guy before the play, no matter if he's open or not. And it cost me greatly. And here you get to see Ryan Kerrigan's first penalty on our team. God damn it. These line shift penalties really tick me off when you line shift them and they either go in front of the linebacker and they go off sides, or they kind of squirrel and walk forward and walk into the offensive line. Just BS. As Cam Chancellor is not having that PA crosses. He is running that a lot, so I should be expecting it and lurking it a little more, but it's going to end up biting me, because I don't know, that one tight end post there, it does a really good job of snapping around and getting some good speed. Even with Hester in there, it's hard to keep up with it unless you're really, really expecting it, which clearly I'm not, as Jordan Cameron catches his ball. Now the thing is, my opponent started running a lot of man, except for the goal line here. He went to that goal line zone and almost cost me dearly, because I tried to force the ball in there, just kind of putting up a prayer or whatever. But now, one thing I know I can't do with Peyton Manning is I can't run with him. But here, Tony Romo breaks a tackle and actually gets into the end zone, and he gets a chance to score a touchdown. I'm liking this. I'm liking this Tony Romo right now. Someone did tell me, I think it was, if you follow him, his name is Black Lion. I have a link on him on my page. He told me, I think it was him or someone that subs or whatever, told me that Tony Romo is a pretty much a beast, whether it's the MVP one or the Team of the Week. Obviously the Team of the Week's a better one, and for some reason the Team of the Week was actually cheaper than the MVP one, even though it beats it in stats across the board. I don't know why that is, but I think it only cost me 33,000 coins, so it's not bad at all. Definitely not bad for the quality quarterback that it is, as my opponent tries to test this deep. Now the thing is with Bradley Roby there, the Rising Star version of him, I can't go up for picks with him. I just can't. He'll do it himself. I have to swat it because he's just so short. As Calvin Johnson, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. He like went back to go return the kick, and I tried to stop him, but instead it like did that shuffle step and almost gave my opponent the ball back. And watch this: Tony Romo threads the needle while rolling right and throwing off his back foot. Just ridiculous. Let's screenshot these real quick. Look at that. Tony Romo off his back foot. Oh my goodness. And makes a pinpoint throw right between the two safeties. Just ridiculous. Killing them. And there's no way Peyton Manning was going to make that throw. He just doesn't have enough throwing power for it. Or can he even get those nice animations. Because like Tony Romo's release in the game, I've been noticing is much, much quicker than Peyton Manning's is by a long shot. But anyway, and you could throw it from like anywhere, any position on the field, rolling right, throw back cross. Like it's almost, I don't want to say it's a glitch because I know there's better quarterbacks out there that you can use, like the Walter Payton and stuff like that, for it, or that Russell Wilson. But it is ridiculous, as I didn't think I was going to have a chance to get any more points here. But we get a big gain on first down. If I didn't get that, I was just going to run the ball out. Was noticing that man and able to hit this little curl route to Julio Jones. So you know what, 2 yards out, I'm going to go with the read option, because read option, I remember, used to work pretty well down here in the red zone, and it does. And Tony Romo has 2 rushing touchdowns on the day. Just ridiculous to see that from Tony Romo. But we do start the second half. We get the ball. Thank God he kicked it off instead of squibbing it or doing an onside, because I like to return with Hester. At least quick returns. I am not that great at punt returns this year. I don't know what it is. I just can't find the seams that I used to in Madden 25, as Jordan Cameron's just killing them on these corner routes. You can't man up when you're running like he's running, like man blitzes almost the whole time. He's hardly going to zones anymore, and it's killing my run game. But at the same time, all I gotta do is come out in a play action, and it kills him as I go again to the corner route to Jordan Cameron, and he's taking this to the house. So loving it right now. That Jordan Cameron, if you guys have a chance to get him, I highly suggest completing the collection. It's only the team captain version, real cheap to get. I'll even help you guys out if you guys need it, because it's totally worth it. But this does end up ending the game. My opponent quits out here. So leave a like on the video if you guys liked it. Comment down below what you guys' thoughts, and I'll be getting some more Budget Squad out here to you guys soon. But that's it for me, guys. I'm out. Deuces.